Hello! Hello and welcome. It's lovely to be with you again this evening. It's a very lovely evening. So again, if people don't join me, I won't be surprised because it's gorgeous out there tonight, even up north. And up north, it's definitely different. The weather is so different. Like when I came up Saturday, I drove up Saturday this week, and when I came up, I had my not shorts, I don't do shorts, but I had me sandals and what have you on, and I literally got up here and it was like, what is this? This is cold. So different, but it's lovely out there tonight, so if you can join me, then that would be marvellous. I'm waiting as usual. It says it's connected to YouTube and Facebook, and I'm on time. Yes. Yay. Hi there, Mandy. Yay, we're here, we've done it. Hello there, Alison. Thank you for joining us this evening. Oh, it's such a relief when everybody starts coming through. We've got the red again. Oh, the red is always sorry. That's Alison as well. Sorry. That's not what you want, is it? I have to lean in for the red. The red is a YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, your name comes up in red. And my eyesight, I can't see the red. I can see the blue, I can see the white, but red, awful. Anyway, we've got Jane, we've got Nikki, we've got Christine, we've got our Di. Hiya, Di. We've got Carol, we've got our lovely Sylvia, we've got David, whoop whoop, who's booked on our workshop. We've got Debbie. Hello there, lovely, lovely Debbie. You've got Rana. You did tell me I'd say your name, didn't you? Raina. That's right, isn't it? You've told me so many times, I'm quite sure. Hello there, Jill. We've got Julie, we've got Carol. Oh, I love it when you all start coming in. It's so exciting. Marianne. I could read your name, Marianne, but that's only because my sister would call Marianne, so I recognise your name straight away. We've got Diane, we've got Catherine, Celia, we've got Avril. Do you know, I really like the name Celia. Hi from Bolton. Hey, Celia, my van's stored at Bolton currently, don't you know? All safe, tucked away. I haven't seen it though, I'm trying to get someone to fix it. We've got Suzanne. I'm right, oh, honestly, Raina, isn't it? Oh, we've got Vanessa, we've got our Bev. Hello there, ladies. And gentlemen, of course. Thank you ever so much for joining me. As usual, fabulous to have your company. I hope it's glorious where you are as well. I've been for a walk today with the girls, and Lola didn't escape. If you saw the picture, I was trying to work out how many fabric panels we'd receive because I was so confused. And the only way I can do it is by laying things on the floor. I have to, when I get new craft stuff as well, I have to put it all out, otherwise I can't see it, so it all has to be out. But yeah, obviously. Why is it with dogs? There's a really nice bed next to it, or the fabric panels, and of course she sits on that. I knew her asking for she's so naughty. Indy didn't. She was a very good girl, but Lola, she's a little devil, but she's beautiful. Hello there, lovely Veronica. Yay! We've got Sheila, we've got Fiona, our lovely creative magpies in the building, Nikki. Oh, sunny but definitely cooling down. It is cooling down. I did go for a walk, my jacket where, I went for a walk with my jacket on earlier on, but yeah, up here it's good, but it's lovely. It's lovely. I'm happy with it. It's lovely to have your company, gang. Right then, this is it, the launch. Now, for 24 hours only on our website. Of course, we are going to be launching our Man Crate and Craft in a couple of weeks' time. So on our website, you're going to get your 20% off. Now, the 20% off is if you're going for the bundles. So the bundles, sorry, I'm cleaning my mat, I've got bits all over it. The bundles, basically, you're going to get 3 fabric panels in each bundle. Normally they'd be £12.50 for each fabric panel, but you got a 20% discount, so you come down to £10 per fabric bundle. But if you go for the whole lot, so there's 13 in total. So if you're going for the whole lot, you get all 12 and then a free one. So obviously it's like 40 quid, but then you get a free one. So it's a really good deal. So if you do want to, but of course, this is the thing, it's up to you. We have put them in bundles just to save Mandy loads of time packing. You know, maybe after launch, maybe we'll do them as singles, but for now, it's so much easier. Doing them as a pick and mix would be awful for Mandy. So that's why I've put them in bundles, and I hope you like. And I've bundled them up in what makes sense to me in so I can give them a nice title. I'll show you. But yeah, they're really cute. They are on our website now, which is, let me put it in, which is ourartinspirations.co.uk. And do you know what? There's still people who don't know that that's my company. It's me and Mandy's company, is that. I'm sure nearly everyone watching this know. But yeah, there's still people. When I were at, where were I? Doncaster, and I was chatting to a lady, and she's like, I didn't know that. It's funny, isn't it? Funny. It feels like I've chatted about it tons, but you never know. I'm missing loads and loads of messages, but thank you ever so I love that. You look so old. Yeah, thanks, mate. I thank you. I spent my life with dinosaurs, but at least they had manners. Anyway, it's called Getting Older. Duh. Duh. Get you here, degree. No. But yes, thank you ever so much. And thank you, Bev. I'm really pleased you like them. Yeah, they're beautiful, aren't they? I'm really, really pleased with them. And the fabrics, it's a heavyweight fabric, so I think it's about 250 GSM in the fabric world. But obviously, I've picked that because Thingy use it. Rowan. I know they use that fabric, and that's really, really nice. But obviously I wanted it because I wanted it to hold the all the inks and stuff. But we might be playing around with different fabrics. Yeah, that's what it's lovely. Oh, I'm so pleased you like them. Right then, are we going for it? Let's have a little bit. Let's have a little look at what we've got. So I'm going to spin the camera round so you can see the lovely fabric panels. So that's my head, obviously. We're doing that again. There we go. What was that? Whoever said you're... Oh, Vanessa, you just ignore them. It's just... it's unfortunately YouTube, you do get a little bit of everybody. And it is funny, innit? I mean, I think the ignorance of youth, you know. I mean, when you get old, you're lucky if you get old, aren't you? So happy days. And who cares? Right, okay, so the first one. So this is the first bundle, and these are Have We Forgot Something. Now, I've called it that because I kind of think these I called it that because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, if you've forgotten something and you're a snail, it's going to be really annoying, right? So that's why I've called it Forgotten Something. So that's in this bundle. You've got your gorgeous little snail, which I adore. You've then got the dragon, who does look like he's forgotten something in my mind. And I'll tell you for why. Because when it were the stamp ones, we put the little jar so we could hold it. So this one, on there it looks like there's a line straight down. It is 100% correct. I'm going to zoom it in a bit so you can see it better. Zoom it. Come on. There you go. See, it cut. So it hasn't, the line is meant to be there. It's not like, it looked like a bit of a fault then. But he kind of looks like he's forgotten something. In my mind, it kind of looks like he's left home at his lunchbox. And then forgotten something. So he's really angry because what he forgot was how to get out the jar. So that's what I'm thinking. That's the first bundle, okay? So you've got your grumpy one in the jar. You've got your absolutely gorgeous, I love the dragons, and then I love the snails. So that's your first bundle. And obviously they're all on the website now. Mandy will bob the link on for you. But that is absolutely beautiful. So that's your first little bundle. Now let me just zoom out a little bit. Oh, I'm still on my face. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Thank you. Honestly, I will get used to this somehow. Shall I do it again? I'm going to do that again. You heard me. Turn the camera around. Honestly, it's because when I'm doing this, I'm looking at this, not the blinking messages. See, some people have a crew and they can read the messages. One day, that will be us. But at the minute, it's just us two. And Mandy's like miles away. Okay, you can see now, we're there. So, we've got the beautiful little snail who does look like he's... Or if he had forgotten something, like I said, he'd be gutted, right? Because he's a snail. Can you imagine? The little dragon absolutely looks like he's forgotten something. He's missed out on something, hasn't it? He's like flying around, and I think he's got one of them faces that goes, oh, you know, what were I meant? And then, yeah, how did I get in here and how do I get out? So that's our first three. Hilarious. So sorry. I was chunnering on, weren't I? That's your first three. So that's our Forgotten Summer. Okay, the next little bundle that we've got for you, these are the Noisy Monsters. Now, I've called them Noisy Monsters. First one's obvious. Proper Noisy Monster. Because, look at him. I mean, he's a guitar fiend. So he's going to be a Noisy Monster. This one looks like he's been a Noisy Monster because I reckon he's screaming. So that's that Noisy Monster. And then that one, I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's really, really noisy, isn't it? So that one is your fan. Yeah, I can relate to that, dragon. Honestly, I forget things. As you can see, I forget things all the time, like spinning the camera. So that's your Noisy Monsters, okay, which I love. If you do need to see a bundle again, put it in the messages. I'll probably miss it and won't show you, but you never know. I might be able to see it, and if I do, hurrah! The next ones, these are our friends. And this one, first of all, is absolutely beautiful. So you've got our lovely little friends there, which when we first released this one, I thought they probably met on Tinder. You know, and it was like, oh, you don't look like your profile. So that's that one. But I think the best friends. This is the one at Rice Sylvia, weren't it? Where it was the snouts and we read it wrong. Oh my gosh, Sylvia, I'll never forget that. That still makes me giggle every time I see him. I think he might be no, I'm not even saying it. I dislike the word, but you know, you know. So that's that. And then look. And this is in the Friends because this is Hugging a Jar. So because it's called that, it had to be in the Friends section, didn't it? So these are the Friends section. So you've got that one, you've got our lovely little monsters, and then I love them. So you've got our gorgeous little friends. Am I on 4 already? No, I'm on 3rd one. Hold on, what have I done? What have I done, Mandy? What have I done? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I'm on the 4th one. Oh, good grief, I'm an idiot. Right, okay. So, the 4th one, and I've called these Smile. And it's obvious why. Because, look, this is one of my favourite little monsters. I just adore this one. Utterly beautiful. So, you've got that little monster. You've then got your, look at him. I mean, that one has to be in the Smile, right? Because that's absolutely gorgeous. And then the last Smile is the one I'm actually working on. So, look at him. He's one of my favourites as well. So, he's on the Smile as well. So, that's the Smile section, which, yeah, absolutely fabulous. What's that? Deborah's watching me and the cricket. You won't get us confused, Deborah? I tell you. But well done, multitasking. So that's all our panels. Now, if you get all of them, so if you go for the full bundle, all 12 of them, you'll also get a free panel. And our free panel is little Yappy. When Yappy, well, he's still a stamp, obviously. But our lovely little Yappy was one of our favourites. So he's going to be a freebie if you're going for the full panels, for all bundles. So I hope that makes sense. I know our Mandy is trying to explain. So you've got your choice. You can go for any one or however many. So you've got all your different bundles. So you've got all 4 to choose from. That's 4 different bundles. So if you're going for them tonight, then normally they're £12.50, but tonight they're just £10 for the bundle. So that's for 3 panels, £10 for 3 panels. But if you want all of them, so that's all 12 panels, it'll be £40 because obviously it's still got that discount carried over, and then you get a free Yappy! Yay! So that's our offer this evening, fabric panels. I'm so pleased we've done Mr. Barkester's fabric panels because I love Mr. Barkest. He's so good, he's such a good artist, and they just make me smile every time. And the ladies have done some really cracking stuff. Obviously I've shared quite a few of the photos. We will be launching this on Create and Craft on the 28th, I want to say. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think it's 28th. It's definitely not next week, it's definitely the week after. I don't know what you put. Are you put old? I've swapped now. My camera's swapped now. I'm hoping it's all right now. My camera's definitely swapped because I can see it in my live. What are the size of the panels? The actual, they're 10-inch square, I do believe. Have I got my ruler? No, but I got my paper trimmer. I actually could do it on there as well, couldn't I? But it's easier on here, I find. So they're obviously, what's that not working for? They're obviously a little bit bigger. Oh, my paper trimmer. Oh yeah, it is. I just need to be rough. So the actual panel from the black line to the black line is just under 10 actually. So it works out to 9.5. So it's 9.5 by 9.5. So 9.5-inch square. And that is the black line to the black line. Obviously you've got a little bit, sounds like I've got something stuck in there. Oh, I don't know what I've done to that. Oh, it's my favourite trimmer as well. Sorry, get over your trim lid on it. Obviously you've got a little bit of salvage around edge as well. But yeah, 9.5 by 9.5. I really hope you like them. If there are any other questions, oh god. Mandy's put in loads and loads of answers to your questions. So if you've got any questions, our Mandy's there helping. Hooray! So if I do miss anything, our Mandy will hopefully pick those questions up. If they're not picked up, just keep asking. Either one of the gang will pick them up, or our Mandy will be in, or even I might see it. You never know. But yes, I hope you really like them. We really like them, and it's lovely to see what the gang are already making with them. They're really good. So yeah, it's really exciting. Right, shall we do some crafting? Because that's what it's all about. So I will remember to spin the camera around this time. Promise. Bear with. Hold on. Hold up. Has she done it? Yes! We've done it. Camera spun round. Boom. Okay, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to start. I've already, obviously, as you saw, I've already started working on one of the panels. And I wanted to do that because I wanted it to dry first. Because obviously you need a little bit of drying time. But I'll start another so you can see the process. The one I'm going to work with, first of all, is the Have I Forgotten Something? Because I've decided I'm actually going to use, sorry, I've got a tickle. I'm going to use our lovely snail because I adore him. I'll just have a slurp of water, bear with. That's better. Maybe it's better, maybe it isn't. Now, what I'm going to do with your fabric panels, I'm not going to bother cutting any salvage off yet, but I am going to work within the black line. To be fair, it doesn't really matter, but I am kind of working within the black line. So what I'm going to do, first things first, is put some water on here. Now, obviously I forgot to get clean water, but I have got my spritzer. What I don't want to do is spritz too much because I don't want the water coming into the main design. If you get it into the main design, then when you're putting your ink etc on, it'll bleed into the main design, and I don't want that. I want to keep that as clean as possible, but to be fair, I mean, it's not a big deal. You'll find I am going to use my dirty waters. This might be a little bit Might be a bit, you know, coloured, but it doesn't matter. It's going to get a bit whiter. Oh no, it's not too bad. Yeah, so it doesn't matter too much. You do find it still moves. You know, the water still starts wicking. So just bear that in mind. I like the fabric. I chose the thick fabric so you can stick all your paints on. Now, I'm not going to be washing this. I'm going to be putting it on a box. So it doesn't really matter what paint I use. You know, I could try anything on it. You know, even your watercolours. Because if you're not going to be washing it, it doesn't matter. It's only if you're washing it that you need to think about, you know, what paints you're actually using. But because I'm not, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be using acrylic, so as you can see really clearly I've left that middle part, I've left that plain, so, or dry I should say. I'm not keeping it on the glass mat because the glass mat's wet. If you keep it on your wet surface, then it's going to drag up all that water. Obviously, I found that out because I forgot. And I found that out by doing it. So, I'm going to put it on paper, because, well, cardstock, because then it's not going to drag the water from underneath. Okay, so, ready to go. So, what I'm going to do first of all is use some paints. Now, you can, as I say, you can use anything. However, I am going to use acrylics first of all, and I'm just going to use some of my Stamperia, but I've got all sorts on here. I've also got some of these Maya. Now, I've not used these. Oh, do you know what? For this one, I might use some of these because I wanted to raid a bit of my old stash. And because I haven't used these, I mean, I've no idea, you know, I might start doing this and then really, really regret it. But there's nothing like a bit of live experimentation, is there? Let's give it a little bit of a stir. I picked this because the colour is just, I mean, look at that. It is lush. We haven't got these on the website, sorry, so I am going to be absolutely teasing you with these. But it's Maya Gold. And it is one of the Viva Decor paints. I love Viva Decor. They do some beautiful paints. So it's one of their collections. And I think, I've got a feeling that these are multi-surface as well. But don't quote me don't quote me on that because I do forget. I get all my products. Because I do that many different products. I get so confused. But let me pop that there for you. And then what I'm going to do is, and I'm just going to move this out a little bit. Boom. Oops-a-daisy. Way too far. There we go. So I'm going to pop a little bit on here. Okay. And I'm just going to water this down. Now I want to water that down quite a lot because I want to put it on the fabric and I want it to move. I don't want that really solid. So if you water it down quite a bit, then, and I love that because I really like experimenting with different paints because you don't know what you're going to get, do you? It's really cool, it's really exciting. So let's start popping a little bit of the paint down. Oh, that's a nice colour. And the thing is, when you do this, if it's too heavy, you can just add water to it. Because you're working on a fabric, can you see how it starts instantly wicking? And because you've wet the fabric, it's going to do that. So it'll wick out, so it goes lighter anyway. So don't worry too much. As long as you work on the edges initially, then you can pretty much, yeah, the Maya Gold, do you know what? We've had these, it's yonks ago we had these on Create and Craft. So I never really got to play with them proper. But I love Deco Art though. Who was it? Viva Decor. Deco Art. I'm getting all my brands mixed up. I love Viva Decor. They do some lovely stuff, don't they? And I think our Catherine, she used to demonstrate for Viva Decor, didn't she? But yeah, they do some lovely, lovely paints. So I'm going just round the edges and allowing it to come in. If it still looks too dark, even though you've watered it down, and I must admit, I've found that well, that were the paints I was using, but when it dried, it's lightened for sure. So don't worry too much about, you know, what it looks like. Don't have too much of a panic, but you can always lighten it. You know, if it looks too intense, just add a little bit of white over the top. You know, it's gonna be okay. So let me just move my card because I'm falling off. So let's add that, and I do need to be careful because I don't want to pick up any of the green and go in the bit that I haven't added the paint onto. So just be careful where you put in your fabric, because obviously it's going to drag up what's underneath as well. I should have really used a bigger piece of card there, and then I'll just spin it and put this. It's really interesting this, because the mica in the paint is sitting on the top, so it means I'm getting a really nice mica sheen on there. There we go, that's that, I think. Add a bit of water, so now that lovely paint is starting to drag into the main image. So you can see how it moves. I'm not adding any more paint here. This is just allowing the paint to wick. So the more water I'm adding, the more that's going to wick. Don't, as I was saying before, don't be tempted to go right into the snail, because you can see the water and it's already approaching. Can you see? The more water I'm sticking on, the more it's approaching our Mr. Snail. It's getting there, so just be a bit careful with that. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. I think that's lush. I have got paint left. Of course, we're not going to waste that. Isn't it good experimenting with new paints? I love that. That will pick up. We've got a nice little cheeky background thing going on there. So let's pick up some of the paint on our lovely little background card. It's always nice to have some. Oh, do you know what I've just done? I've just done that. Woman. It's okay. It'll be fine. It's always handy to have extra little bits of card or fabric panels to make a mess of. There you go. So that's a really nice background in the making, isn't it? Like that. Okay, so bob that down there. We'll clean that off properly so I don't get green absolutely everywhere. I mean, that is a beautiful paint, and it goes a long way actually. We do need to stock up on paints on the website, because I know we're really low. So we do need to stock up. Our lovely Versafine Claire came in, so that's good. So we've got a really nice colour selection of Versafine Claire back in stock now, which is exciting because, yeah, we were waiting for them, so that's good. We just need to stock it. It's funny, isn't it? Before you know it, it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much we need to stock up on. But you're doing one thing and you take your mind off another, don't you? Do you know what I mean? As you're doing one thing, it's like you miss all the stuff that's going on. Now, spritzers. All I'm doing is splashing this on. So this is very hit and miss, and it won't stay like this. It'll move. So, and I tell you what I was going to do, and I forgot to bring my iron, because if you iron this dry, letting it dry naturally, the colours are still going to move. If you force it dry, I feel forcing it dry with your heat gun is just too boring. It takes too long. But if you force it dry with an iron, I think, I mean, I haven't tried it, but I think those colours, you're going to set them quicker. So they're not going to move the same. So if you want them to be more like that, then set them with an iron. That's what we're going to try, but obviously forgot. But I think that just makes sense, doesn't it? Anybody who's been trying this, then let me know, because that'd be great if you've tried it and set it with an iron and it works. Because that'd be really, it'd be really interesting to see if I'm actually, if my presumption is right. The spritzers I'm using, these are Stamperia, but it can be anything. I've used a really nice blue. This is a gold. So I've got a little bit of silver mica and then a little bit of gold mica going on. But as I say, it will not, unless you heat set it quicker, it ain't going to stay like this. It's going to move, it's going to wick. So yeah, I should have remembered an iron, but I absolutely forgot. Although I think my mum would have been really cheesed off with me, wouldn't she? If I'd have brought her iron to iron. And I mean, me being me, I wouldn't have covered it. I'd have just gone in with it. So yeah, I've probably saved my mum's iron. Now, I know it looks like that's not finished. Don't worry, because these colours are all going to move. They're all going to start blending into each other. So I'm keeping it like that. I also like working on a piece of cardstock because the texture's really interesting. Can you see? The texture's lovely. I don't know if you can see that because it's shiny card. Isn't it? Oops, there you go. It's really, really cool. So yeah, you can't see it as good as it is, but it's really nice working on a cardstock. So definitely work on a cardstock because it looks really good. You get a really good second print on there. I'm going to mix. I'm going to give myself a piece of dry card. Now, I also wanted texture. I put texture on before I started decorating it because I wanted the texture to dry. And what I used was, again, I've been raiding my stash. So I've got small balls, don't you know? You can use whatever you fancy. So small, large, whatever. My camera's at a really weird angle tonight. I'm not going to faff with it, but it's really confusing me. But yeah, that's what I love stuff like this. I have dug out loads and loads of texture stuff though. I say loads. I dug out some of these. Micro beads. Do you remember micro beads? So I've dug out some of them. They're from the Finny Bear range. Again, unfortunately, I don't think we've got these on our website. We might have these on our website. The golden sparkles, they're, oh look at them, from Stamperia. They might be on our website. The glamour sparkles, we might have them. They're right chunky and lovely. So texture, I'm going to go on first with these because these are porous. So it means when we put colour over the top, then it's going to soak up the colour. So that's why I'm going to go on with these ones. So let's have a little see. I'm going to use, so let me stick that there. I'm trying to read messages then at the same time. That's why I had a pause in talking. Now, before, when I did this on my other panel, I'm going to do it again. With my panel this time, I'm going to use my, have I put it away? I've tidied it up. No, I can't have. Oh, I have, you know. I used my gel medium, which I've hid from myself. Why would I do that? Why would I tidy up my gel medium? That's stupid, isn't it? Where have I put it? Anyway, okay, I've tidied up my gel medium, which is mad. Why have I done that? Sorry, everyone. I'm doing that thing that I always do. I'm really confusing myself. Just bear with a second, because I might have put it in the tub. I did. I put it away in the tub. I've no idea why I did that, because I needed to use it. That's annoying. So I'm using gel medium. Unfortunately, we're out of stock of that as well. There's so much stuff we need to get. But the reason I'm using gel medium is because I know it's going to hold. So I want this to be relatively thick, you see. So, and I don't want these to drop off. Some will invariably. But some are going to hold because it's gel medium, and gel medium is such a good product. So I'm putting it on a little bit chunky, so some of those are going to hold. So I'm going to put it there, but it makes more sense down here, doesn't it, really? So let's put some down here. So putting it relatively thick. And I'm putting it on before the paint's dried, because then they can all dry at the same time. The gel medium's great to put on because it's going to be clear. It is a glaze though. This one is a glossy one, so it will give a bit of a glaze to my fabric. But if I paint over afterwards with acrylic anyway, it won't make any difference. So that's a little bit of gel medium where I'm going to put a bit of texture. Okay, boom. There. And then what I'm going to do, make sure you clean your paintbrush because you don't want gel medium all over it. This is where you should really get a tub. Of course, oh, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll get a tub. Who's naughty? Oh, I saw where they are naughty. Oh, they are naughty. I have no idea who's naughty, but sounds great. So, putting it in a tub. Boom! So what I'm going to do is just pour these over the top. Okay. So that now, and then squidge it in. Okay, so squidging that in. So it'll hit the gel medium, As I say, some will stick, some obviously, well I hope some doesn't, because that'd be awful, it looks like it's in a snowstorm. Some will stick, some won't, so just tip it out when you're done, and then even when they dry, some are still going to come loose. And I don't want it that covered anyway, so I want some to fall off, so just give it a little brush over, just to loosen some off, because I don't want it solid, you know, I don't want it too covered, if you know what I mean. I want it mixed up a little bit. I want some breaks in that, because I want texture. I don't want a complete cover. There we go, perfect. There. Okay, now I don't know if you can see that. Let me just hold that up to, yes you can. So you can see the lovely texture. As I say, these are going on first because they're porous, so that means when I come to decorate it, when I come to paint it, this is a fun bit, then hopefully they're going to hold the paint and hold the colour that I then put on the, yes, on my lovely little snail. Right, okay, that's my first step. Let me spin the camera around again for a few seconds while I just faff. If you do want any of these, I know, putting this back so I don't lose it, I know Amanda has been giving you loads of information and being really helpful, because I have not, because once I get into it, you know what you're like, once you get into it, you're in the zone. Right, okay, this one I'm going to stick over there and let dry. I'm looking where I'm going to stick it, bear with. Let me just hang that up so it can dry, because, hold up, sorry folks, I'm being fussy. I've actually got a proper little thingy, thingy, so it can dry proper. And then a one I created earlier, ta-da! So there he is. So I created him this afternoon. Now I will spin the camera around again, and you can see just how the ink has moved, you know. So all those drips, I love it because it almost looks like is in lights, doesn't it? You know, the movement, I really like the movement. And isn't it interesting how it all wicks to the centre? You know, even these at the bottom, they've all wicked into the centre, which is really, really cool. They all want to go here, don't they? And you know, and colour him in. So yeah, so that's why you do need to leave that dry. Otherwise, it'll just be one colour. I mean, it's not a big deal. You're still going to you're going to be able to paint over the top. However, at least with this one, now I'm not fighting with the colour that's underneath. Okay, and then, I mean, this bit is ridiculously easy because this is just painting. This is just colouring him in. So choose what colour you want. Choose what you're going to go for. I'm going to go for, this little monster's going to be greens. Mind you, should it be pink? Part of me thinks it should be pink. I might get a pink. Okay, let's get a pink. Now, when you're painting, when you're colouring them in, and I mean, you know what you could use? You know, if you've got, I mean, there's fabric pens. See, I'm not sure if they'll break the nibs of these, but it's worth a test, because these are paint pens. So, you know, there's all sorts of product. I mean, paint pens are super, super easy, because they're direct and you don't need to faff. The only thing is with a paint pen, you do have to be careful of the black lines. I must admit, oh my gosh, these are so easy. Just be careful of the black lines, because if you go over the black lines, you are going to cover the black lines. I mean, if you've got a black pen, it's not a big deal. You can always go back in anyway. But, oh my gosh, that's it now, folks. So we're going to do it with paint, but the paint pens are ridiculously easy. The only thing is, it might ruin the nib eventually because of the fabric, but I'm not pushing, I'm being gentle, so I think it will be okay. But they're so easy. You can use your acrylics. As I was saying, play at this stage. Because we're not washing it, it's fine. I'm not worried. And even if you are washing it, I mean, there's products, is me heading way again. Oh. Even if you are washing it, there's products, I know Cadence do a product, don't they, that you can put on and actually seal it. So I know there's products where you can seal it as well. So yeah, just experiment. So I love this image. He were always one of my faves. Mind you, they're all my faves, aren't they? This one's called Sweet Cheeks. And because when I look at him, I'm like, all right, Sweet Cheeks. Don't you? That's a voice in my head. They've all got voices because they've got character. Mr. Barkhurst, please follow him. Please follow him on Insta. Please follow him he's on the Facebook as well. He's so prolific. He's such a good artist. He does all sorts. He does sculpture, and it's not just monsters, but they do seem to be his fave. But he does also, and he's amazing. He's such a good artist, and it's lovely seeing what other things he's going to come out with. His sculptures are really good. I need to treat myself one of these days to one of his sculptures because they're well cool. He does like little pebble people and everything. Which are really, really cool. So definitely follow him because, yeah, he's well good. He's really, really cool. It's exciting, isn't it, seeing what our wonderful artists do. And I love, this is the bit with Art Inspirations. This is my favourite bit. My favourite bit is working with so many incredible artists. We've got our next release. So obviously these are our August release. Our September release is going to be more spooky, and we've got a brand new artist called Rodrigo. Isn't that a fabulous name? So yeah, very excited about that as well. It's just so cool. It's so cool finding artists and when they say yes. Now again, I'm not flooding this. I am blending the colours, but I'm not flooding it with ink, because if you flood it with ink, it is going to move, because of the fabric. It might wick. I mean, these aren't too wet, they're not too juicy. They're juicy enough, but not over juicy, so it's not saturating it. So it means that really they should be fine. They shouldn't be going anywhere. But just in case, just go lightly. I'm definitely using the pens. These are brilliant. I mean, it makes it so ridiculously easy. I don't know. I will colour the full thing in. I wasn't going to colour the full thing in just because I thought, I don't know if you want to see the full. Do you want to see the full thing coloured in? I don't know. If you don't, then. Now, I've just decided, obviously. One of the plans with this were obviously, I wanted to put colour on there, didn't I? Well, I'll do that in a minute. So let me get the base colour down first of all. Like so. And then we'll come in with colour on the baubles. So with him, where I've put texture, I've put it on his forehead, I've put it on his sweet cheeks, and then I've put a bit on his belly as well. When you're doing bigger surface areas, the pens aren't as fun because they take a bit longer. But you just have to be patient, Leona. And actually, the colour does go on really, really well. The pens I'm using, these are a Studio Light one. These are actually Marlene. But obviously Studio Light do I think they do the branded ones, they do the Marlene, but I think they do them in just Studio Light as well. And that has stuck proper, you see. Even though I'm going round it with my pen, it's stuck proper. And now this is interesting. I don't know if you can see this. Let me bring it in closer. So where the gel medium is, it's going lighter. Oops, a daisy. So you can, I can't see your comments because of new comments. Oh, I've missed loads of comments. Hiya, Terry. Yes, I'm going to go over the balls. Absolutely, our Carol. I'm not going to miss Head and Blurred. Oh, soz. Yeah, I'm not going to miss the balls. Don't you worry. But I will do that with paint, because with the pens, it's gonna be impossible for sure to go over them with these, because it's just too difficult. Because they're textured, this would just be not worth it. So in a minute I will go over. So I'll just do this. So I'll get a bit of colour like so. Again, I'm being careful with the black. If I do go over the black, I can always go back over again with the black pen, because I have got a black pen. And I'll try and do this a little bit quicker. I will, when I've done, I will neaten it up. So where I need to go over again with the black, I'll do that when you lot aren't watching. I think, I don't know, we'll see on time. I always feel colouring in that you don't want to watch colouring in, but I don't, oh, you can't see again. But I don't know. Let me zoom it out again. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Who's a great brand? Studio Light. Yeah, they are. They do some cracking stuff, don't they? Really good. I love these pens, I must admit though. I won't mind some of these in our range. I'm going to try and find some for us, because I really like these, and I really would like these in our range. Oh, I love that. The way that it's blended, that's absolutely perfect. I'm going to spin that, just do it other ear. I like spinning it round just to make it easier. And then you can actually get in there without faffing. See, the small bits are miles easier, they're quicker. There we go. And so you do your light colour first, then the darker colour, back over with the lighter colour, and you get a really good blend. Now, I am aware that it's merging into the background. I will have to go round it with a border, because I don't like that. I don't like, oh, watching colours therapeutic, that's good. I will carry on there. Yeah, I don't like how it's merging into the background. That really irritates me. So I will go around it, and I'll probably go around it with white or something. I was gonna, oh gosh, I keep going the wrong way. I was gonna do it, you know, with mind you, maybe I was gonna do it with yellow, but I think maybe, but anyway, we'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Okay, now let's go on, because we need to fill in that green. So I'm gonna go paint for this, because where the baubles are, where the balls are, if I went in, like I said, if I went in with my doodah, my pen, it'd just be a pain. So I want a nice, sorry, I'm rummaging for a brush. So I wanted a softer brush. I don't want a really tough brush for this, because I don't want to knock my balls off. So I wanted a softer, that's a softer brush. So I'm getting a softer brush, and I'm just going to take the paint, there it is, and water it down slightly. Now, I don't want it, don't seem to measure in background on screen. Oh, that's good, that's good. Oh, I'm pleased, because it's, yeah, for me, but this is the thing, isn't it, with all craft, it's what's the word? Subjective. Yeah, because it's all choice, isn't it? And it's like, you know, what might be for me like, oh no, I don't like that. Someone else might be looking at it and going, that's great. Now, see, coverage, perfect. So with the paint, absolutely fab. And I tell you what, you see, even though it's a different colour, because now I can blend this on, and it'll work with the other green. And obviously, if I just stipple it over, it blends it all in. And because it's a monster, you can get away with anything. Again, if I go over the black line, the pen is definitely going to be great for going over the black lines, because it's acrylic, and I've not watered it down tons. And because it's acrylic, then obviously it is opaque, especially if you don't water it down loads. So as you can see, you might cover some of that black. And you can be really careful. If you're really careful, you won't get the same amount of coverage that I'm getting. But I'm not really careful, because I can't be bothered. So, but you can be. I wonder if the ladies, it'll be interesting to know ladies' techniques as well. Do share, won't you? Our lovely, because I know Rachel's done some lovely finished samples. I know our Bev's done some lovely finished samples. Our lovely Veronica, did I tell you? Did I tell everybody? I think I told you all, didn't I? That our lovely Veronica missed us. She missed us too much, so she's come back. Yay! I love that, Veronica. Hey, and did you see, everybody, did you see the pictures of Veronica's fabulous shop? Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Because she's got a lovely thingy shop. What's it called, Veronica? Your lovely thingy shop. It's not a thingy, it's where you can buy a lovely fresh, a farm shop. She's got a lovely farm shop. Oh, Veronica, I'm so jealous. Love all the fruit and veggie stuff. It looks so good. But yeah, so I cannot wait to see what our lovely Veronica does. So thank you ever so much for missing us and coming back. It's yeah, we were really pleased. You're part of the gang. Ah, Veronica, you're part of the gang. Now, it's got a little patch here, so I'm going to go in darker. And again, I'm just going to do this light. So I like this. Just when you're doing things like this, just be I love it how it's coming together actually. Just be gentle, just add your colours nice and gentle. And a little bit at a time. I'm not adding too much water to these paints. So as I say, I don't want them to blend. This round the outside I wasn't bothered, but this is a different kettle of fish. I don't want this to blend. I'm mixing it a little bit with the colour I've just used, so it won't be too dark, but it is going to be a shade darker. Like so. And I'm going in with a smaller paintbrush. The other paintbrush I was using were quite big. So stippling with a smaller paintbrush, and I am stippling. You want to be using a stippling motion as the your balls, because they're textured. If you don't, you're not going to be colouring it all. I'm just going around his thumb like that. If I do decide to go, well I will, when I decide to go back with the black pen, definitely let it dry, because otherwise you will definitely ruin your pen. That is where I generally lose a lot of pens, because of my lack of patience when it comes to stuff like this. And I say I have a lack of patience, but sometimes I can colour in I can do a project that takes hours. Like the other day I did a project for, I had Tim Holtz. I had Tim Holtz on last week, didn't I? And that project took me 3 hours, which meant I hardly got any sleep. But some projects you do, don't you? You just get carried away. So that's patience, isn't it? When a project takes you 3 hours and you don't throw it across the room, that's patience. Did everybody see Catherine's amazing nutcracker that she made? Oh my gosh. She's so clever, isn't she? Her imagination is just phenomenal. But she's bonkers. I know I was saying this on telly. I thought, I hope she don't get offended. But she stays up and then has like 3 hours sleep. Because she was making a nutcracker. Just made me laugh. Oh, she's so funny, but she's so talented. She's such a clever bunny. She does amazing work. I still haven't been to a shop. I'm so annoyed at myself. I really want to go visit a shop. There we go, I like that. Now I'm going to carry on with that darker, because I don't want it just darker there. And I've got some balls stuck in my brush. I'm going to go up here. So it's a bit darker up here as well. Like so. Ding ding. I'm just adding a bit of texture down here. Some of these are coming off, and I don't know if you can see my paintbrush. But again, it doesn't matter. Is Veronica doing really well? I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased, Veronica. I don't know how you do it all right. You're another one. You're another one like our Catherine, Superwoman pants. I suppose there's a lot of women. I think there's a lot of us who probably have a few Superwoman pants going on, don't we? Like 5 million jobs. I like him, and I don't want him one colour. You know, I don't want it just a flat colour, because he's a monster and it needs to be textured. So I want it stippled and interesting. I was tempted to go on with a bit of pink stippling as well. I'm not going to just yet, although I'm tempted. I might do his eye. His eye, that bit there. I might do that bit stippled. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let me show you. So can you see my little monster? Oh, isn't he cute? I love that. I'm really happy with him. He's beautiful. Let me just clean that off, and I'll spin you a little few minutes while I clean my mat. Let's see what the focus is saying. I think after the YouTube ones calm down, they just come on and then they all get a bit, and then they disappear to YouTube ones. They don't craft, so they get bored. They just want to make they just want to make the cells look cool and then they disappear. Just have to wait for them to disappear. What have I got? Oh yeah, thank you Veronica for coming back. It's so lovely. I'm missing loads, but I think you're all having a lovely chat, aren't you? You're all having a lovely chat. Yes, you are. Right, I'll let you lot chat. Now, I might give it a quick blast with heat gun, just because I do want to go over with the dark pen just to show you what it looks like, because it makes such an impression, and it makes such a difference. Now, what you're going to do with these, so obviously fabric panels, you can sew them. Maybe you're going to be making pencil cases. I just think they'd be ace on pencil cases. Maybe you're going to be putting them on bags, maybe on a pinny. I know. I think our Bev, or is it you, Bev, who's made a pinny, or is it our Rachel? Maybe you're going to be doing that. There's loads of different things you can do with them because it's fabric. Maybe you're going to be stitching, like our Veronica does, of course, onto them. That's the lovely thing about the fabric. It allows you to do things that you wouldn't do with your paper crafting. And I think that's really important because, again, it allows you to play. And I love that. I love that it gives you more freedom, doesn't it, and flexibility and something different. And these images, and I really like seeing them bigger, you know, because they make such an impact. Now, as I was saying, so where these lines, so this is dry now, so where those lines I've gone over, just work back over those lines with your pen. Now, I'm obviously using a paint pen, but if you've got a good drawing pen, that will do the job. Just make sure it's a drawing pen that doesn't mind fabric, because again, you know, or a drawing pen that you're not bothered about destroying. So use your drawing pen just to go back over, or be careful. The choice is yours. I mean, what did you do, ladies? Did you have to go back over, or were you just careful? I like that because it's got the balls underneath. It's all slippy and slidey, which is great. Okay, happy with that. Let's bring some of that pink back in. We can bring, oh, that's white, Leonie. The white, though, because it's got a little tooth there. Just the one. So it can go in there. And then the white, definitely in his eye there, because some of the blue, when I did this background, some of the blue did come through. So if I go back over with the white, it's going to make it pop like that. There. I'm going to pop a little bit of white on there as a highlight, a little bit of white down here, again as little highlights. There we go. And then on here. It's funny actually, I never used to do highlights. Well, I used to on my head, but not in my craft work. But oh my gosh, doesn't it make a difference? Just a few little white lines here and there. But I mean, I get carried away because I just kind of put them everywhere then. You can see they're soaking in a bit on some places, but you can just keep going back over until they pop. Or wait for your other layer to dry properly. If it's dry proper, it's going to show more. So go back over when it's actually properly dry, and then you'll get more of a pink with the white. Oh, that's a little tooth as well, isn't it? Okay. Oh, isn't it cute? And then take the pink, because it can have a little pink tongue. And then it's little, there we go. Because I think it needs a bit more pink. So a little pink there is eye thingy. Eye thingy. Lid. Eye lid. Look, isn't that cute? And we're going to put nail varnish on them, but he ain't got nails, so he's not having nail varnish. Colour that in his little knuckles in a darker green. I might pop a bit of darker green down there as well, just for shadows. And I think I'm going to put just under his little belly, just a bit darker green there. Just again for shadows. That's cute. And then down here and down here. That's beautiful. Okay, if you need it to blend, use your pen again. but I think I quite like that. There we go. And then I might do a few little dots here and there. I've finished really, haven't I? I mean, it's finished. Oh, his belly button. Let me redraw that in, because that's kind of disappeared. We can't have that, can we? There we go. So just redraw them back in again. Perfect. Isn't it just scrummy? And quick. I mean, if you're colouring these in, granted I've used the paint pens, which does speed it up, but, I mean, these aren't that time consuming to actually colour in. They're actually quite quick, even with paints. You know, and obviously you'll find what you want to work with. Maybe you're going to use gel pens on these. You know, there's nothing to stop you. And actually, if you go with white gesso, first of all, clear gesso even, not white. Don't go with white gesso over them, you'll blank him out. If you go on with clear gesso, it seals the fabric, and then you might find that, can you hear that motorbike outside? That's hilarious. Have you heard that? Oh my gosh. If you clear gesso over the top, you might find the other colours, other pens work over the top as well, like your alcohol markers. You know, so have a play with your fabric. There's tons of different ways that you can actually colour them and use them. I did, when I were planning what to do tonight, I thought, oh, shall I do some French knots? Because I really wanted to put loads of little French knots. For the texture, I wanted to do French knots, but the fact that I couldn't even find a needle kind of tells you that sewing ain't my thing. It was like, oh yeah, I don't even know where I've got a needle. Forget about it. I'm sure I've got one in this craft room somewhere, but no. And trying to thread a needle means I'd have to find me glasses, because obviously I now need reading glasses. So yeah, there's no way I can even thread a needle. I really, you know, people who can do that, you know, they just sort of thread the needle with a, you know, like one-handed. Why do they do that? Right, I'm putting the white border around just to give it a bit of a halo. It doesn't stand out that much because it's going to blend into the background, but it just makes a bit of a difference. And if I zoom that out, look at him. Isn't he quite fabulous? Really like him. I might put the other light on as well. Isn't he cool? Now, I haven't finished with the background quite yet because I keep seeing little bits I just want to colour in. Let me just colour that bit and make them darker as well. That's better. I told you I'll keep faffing with this. I will keep faffing. So, that's my little monster, right? Quick, easy, and quite fabulous. Let me hold him up so you can see him. Isn't he cute? Sweet Cheeks is part of the Smile bundle. So obviously you're getting 3 of your fantastic big panels for a tenner today. And that is the offer that we've got on today. See, I still want to keep going in. I'm going to not do it. Walk away. But that's my lovely little monster, right? But what am I going to do with this? Well, what I'm going to do first is tidy my pens away. But I decided with this one, I wanted to do a bit of upcycling. So I thought, right, I want to upcycle a box. So I've got, and I've already started doing this. I don't know about you, but you know when you get something in faffing is my way. When you get something in post in a really good cardboard box, does anybody else do that? Oh, that's a good box. And you don't want to bin it because it's really nice. This one, 9.5 inches. Bling. I've seen that. Wow. 9.5 inches. That's how big they are from, well, look, yeah. You can see, hopefully. You can see how big it is. So, yeah, they are big. That's a big image. And I wanted them big this time because I thought, you know, obviously with the stamps are a lot smaller, but I didn't want little images. I wanted really nice big images because then you could really decorate. And then you could start, what's that? Veronica, I'm a witch. I love that, Veronica. That's how you make everything happen. yeah, that's they are nice and big because I wanted it to make an impression. So I'm going to stick this on the front of the box. What I've already started doing is painting. So I've just painted the edges like so. I've put gesso on this, white gesso. You do want thank you, lovely Pat. I think our Pat is good. Gosh, the messages are coming through thick and fast there. Use watercolour pencils. That's a good idea. I tell you what, the thingy ones are good, aren't they? Oh, the Derwent ones, they're really good, aren't they? Yeah, of course, watercolour pencils will be beautiful. Oh, I tell you, there's so many things that you can use on the panels. And ask, join the group if you're not already part of our Art Inspirations Creations. Get on there and ask. Because our lovely ladies, they're all on, they're all really helpful. And this is what the groups are for, isn't it? You know, you all share each other's different tips and techniques and experience. Because let's face it, you know, everybody has got different skills. And we've all used different products. So, yeah, I forgot about watercolour pencils, of course. Now, I'm not going to do this all tonight, but fray the edges. They look, I love that. You don't need to, but I really like that. I like frayed edges. I think they look really cool. So, I'm doing that thing again, aren't I? I'm not going to do this tonight, she says, not stopping. So, that's my plan. So, it's going to go on there. But what I wanted to do was... And I've already started round the edges, and this is why tonight we've got washi tape on the deal. Because how cool does that look? Washi tape on the edge of the boxes. Because I didn't want this just plain, because that's going to be boring. But loads of washi is going to look fab. That front bit, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I think I might punch it and actually do an attachment, but I might not. I might just chop that off yet, or I might have it so it actually tucks in. So I'm not worried about this as yet, but washi tape. Now, the washi tape that we've got, and I do believe there's, I think it's a 20% discount on that as well this evening. We've just got the All and Create one, which I went and left at work. So I've got in my box of stuff loads of washi. So it's just, there's all sorts here. And I love that because this is just playing. Now, when you're putting washi tape on, if some of it doesn't stick, because you find that some washi tape loves paint surfaces, some hates it. So if you find it doesn't stick, then go over it with some kind of sealer. So you might be using, I've got clear gesso, you might go on with clear gesso over the top, you might go over with a varnish, but something to seal it works an absolute treat. I like using them in different directions, but I am fussy. They're only going to be going vertical or horizontal. I don't like to go diagonal of anything. Oh no, I don't like my washi wonky. That's not the way I roll at all. And this, I love this because, let's face it, how much washi have you got? You know, and washi is one of them. It's the best for layering. Now, on the blue, you're obviously not going to get the really light colours. Like if I was going on the white, so decide how you want to paint it, because look, on the white, you get a completely different result. You really see underneath it. So on the blue, you're going to get a different look altogether. So, you know, choose what you want prior to putting your washi down, because it will make a difference. I love this. I've got all sorts. In fact, a lot of it I'm not actually sure. I think some from our Lottie's company. I think some's probably Prima. Some is definitely, in fact, where is it? Some is definitely All and Create. I know I had an All and Create one. So there is all sorts going on here. But that's the beautiful thing with washi. It doesn't matter. They blend. And I like that I can just tear bits off. And it looks really cool. Doesn't it look good? And it looks collage-ish, doesn't it? It looks like I've spent hours collaging that, and all I've done is layer a few bits of washi on. It just, I love washi tape. This is another thing that we have to get for our company as well. Tell you, the list is long. I like this gold one, but I don't want too much of this, you see, because I find that too intense. So I'm just going to put a little snippet of gold here and there. This is like the quickest way to collage. You know, rather than putting loads of paper strips down, just use your washer. And obviously, if it's too big, you tear it, because the texture looks well good. Like that. And then let's use that little teary bit over here like so. So you're just getting a bit of gold. Cool, isn't it? I hope people like that as much as I do, because I adore my washi collage. And then let's go in with another layer. And what's this one? And it's a great way of just mixing all the different designs up. I've got different, oh, this one's a stubborn one. I've got different widths, different colours. Oh, some are really stubborn, aren't they? There we go, it's working. Some are just stubborn. Right, I won't do all the box because I know we're already at something past 8. I haven't had my tea yet. I went home and I was like, right, so I can either walk the dogs or eat. And the dogs got it. The dogs won. And they had a lovely time. They've had a really lovely day today. They're really excited. Oh, I tell you what they keep doing though in my mum's garden. They keep digging up her bulbs. I was like, what are you playing with? And they're running around with my mum's bulbs. Not naughty. So I've had to put chairs over the part of the garden they keep digging up. It's horrendous. She loves digging. Right. Isn't that lovely? How cool is that? Doesn't that look like it's taken forever? It's a bit of washer. It takes 5 minutes. I love that. And then to seal it, I wonder if anyone else loves it. Let me have a little look. So I've got clear. So cheeky bit of clear gesso over the top, and the clear gesso will just seal it. And that's all you need. So if you're finding clear gesso or a varnish, so if you find some of them don't stick, because some, let's face it, some wash is hard work. So if you find it doesn't stick, then all you need to do is go over the top like so, and it's going to seal it, which is fabulous. And it just looks so cool. I hope people aren't getting upset with the YouTube people. Don't let them bother you. It doesn't matter. It's people we don't know and we don't care about, so it doesn't matter. They're not part of our life. It's not important. I think this is when it's funny, because obviously we've been on TV for quite a few years now. You know, you get used to, there's always going to be people who say stuff that's horrible, but they're not real, are they? You know, you choose who you decide to listen to and who you decide to care about, don't you? It doesn't, if you don't know them and they're not part of your life, and also you don't want them part of your life, then they're just not relevant, you know. You forget they even exist. Like, when this is over, I'm not going to look back and read the comments, so they just don't exist. So it just doesn't matter. So yeah, and I hope, because I just noticed someone saying, oh, that's the ones, thank you, Vanessa, Ink 10s. I noticed someone saying about reporting. Don't worry, they can say what they want, I don't care, I'm having a lovely time. So, see, that's going to be my next bit, but that's that one. Aren't they lovely? I really like that. Isn't that just beautiful? And doesn't it make it look more professional or posh than just a cardboard box? And it's a bit of washer. Love washer. So that's our gorgeous washer. I will absolutely be doing washer eventually. That is something that our lovely Art Inspirations has on. Oh, can't get it. I'll just put it down. That is definitely something we have on our to-do list. Or at least my to-do list for sure. But as you can imagine, it's a big old to-do list. Yeah, this bit I need to decide what I'm going to do with. Not doing that tonight because it's a faff. That's my faff. But this I'll finish off. So all I'm going to do here. Now the edges, I'll probably put green on this. In fact, let's do this. Let's get some paint on. So I'm going to, oh, I should have put pink. Let me just have a little look, see. I might put a little bit of pink obviously, because that will bring that in. So we're going to stick the a cheeky bit of pink on. Again, I'm back to my Stamperia ones. So I've got my good old Stamperia paints that I'm sticking on, like so. Watering down a little bit, don't need to be too much this time, because obviously it's going on the box. And we're just gonna, I've watered that down loads, haven't I? I had, my paintbrush were obviously way wetter than I imagined. Inktense are brilliant pencils. The Inktense are the ones that if you, they're like a normal coloured pencil, but then when you wet them, they go permanent. I mean, they're just so clever. And I'm sure I had some. And I'm sure I found them, but then lost them again. Are they here? Sorry, I'm rummaging now. No, that's my normal watercolours. But yeah, Inktense are tremendous. They're so bright and vibrant as well. But play, because I bet gel thingies will go on as well. Gel thingies. Gel pens. Gel pens will go on. There's tons you can use. Right. I'm happy with that. I'm not going to faff. I'm not going to faff, Leone. I'm not going to faff. Now, let me have a little look and see. It's a bit boring. I might put, see now I want to put the washer underneath it, don't I? Inktense blocks, yeah, the Inktense blocks are lovely, aren't they, Lynn? I really like them. I think it's Inktense blocks I've got, you know. But again, I don't know what I've got. Who knows what I've got? Let's blast this dry first. Because I might fall out with this, I might not go for the pink after all. They might be a bit yucky. So I might go for the green instead. Because it's one of them, innit? It's a bit of trial and error. Oh, and thank you. I really like people who were, oh, thank you. That's a really nice one. Again, I have trouble with the red writing. Glue pen and foils. Do you know what, Samantha? Do you know what? I mean, not glue pen, but I dug out, and I probably won't do this tonight for time, but I dug out some Cadence metal leaf glue, and look what I dug out. Oh, the Cadence, the lovely fibre things. And I thought, oh, that'd be good. But yeah, glue pen and foil would be beautiful. This is it, innit? I love it. Share all your ideas, gang, on the page on our lovely. Oh, I do like that actually. When this is folded over, I kind of do like the pink. I think that looks really nice. Although now I've seen the gold, I just want to put loads of gold on it. But no, I like the pink. Although this still looks a bit too boxy. Do you know what I mean? I think this one. This one looks like, oh, bubble wrap. Fabulous. Yeah, fabulous journal covers, definitely. And I was tempted to put it on a journal cover, but I didn't, because it's like, no, one thing at a time. I also dug out Glamour Paste because I was going to stencil that over the top. Honestly, I've been through so many things that I was going to do. But let me glue this down and then I can sort of decide. Now, gluing it down, I am going to use, I'm not going to use that actually. To glue it down, I'm going to use my grab and go glue. Because this is a little bit lighter than my gel medium, but it's a nice strong glue. Again, I think we are really low on adhesives. I do apologise. I will get adhesives in because yeah, we're super low on glues. It were only tonight I had a little look and it was like, oh my gosh, we've no glue. So yeah, I will get some on order. But grab and go glue, this is from Indigo Blue, so I'm going to put that on and then just smear it out a bit. Oh, I might put it around the edges and then put some glitter on. So I'm dying to put something shiny on this. There we are. And then sticking that on there like so. And everybody do keep an eye on the messages, because I'm sure you already are, but obviously I know I miss a lot of them, but our Mandy's really good. She's responding to your messages. Hope you've I'm sure you've all seen that. I'm sure I'm just preaching to converter, but just in case. Right, squidge that down. Now that's going to hold it in place perfectly. And actually, Indigo Blue do a fabric adhesive as well. And of course, Indigo Blue paints are fabric paints as well. Which are fab. You've got, and I was actually, and I'll probably use them on TV, the Colouricious paints, because they're fabric paints as well. There's loads of fabric paints out there. So if it's a fabric paint you're after, then maybe if you are putting these onto clothes, put them on your jeans. Oh, please, if someone puts this as a patch on your jeans, wouldn't it be cute? I think I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? I think I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have a monster on my jeans. Oh, no. It'd be rude not to, quite frankly. Really, really like that. And when it's finished, this is really irritating me now, but it's not tonight's job, is that? That's for a different day. But look, how cute is that when it's finished? Isn't that going to look great? I do think that I'm going to have to, because I think it'll irritate me, I'm going to have to put washi on there, because I think that's going to make it look better. I think that will allow it to blend, because otherwise, because I love the washi so much, but otherwise I don't think it'll match. I'm dying to chop this off, but if I chop it off, I know I might live to regret it. So I'm going to wait and decide what I'm doing with it. See, I decided I was doing this project, but I hadn't completely thought it through where I was going with it. You know, it was like, oh, I want to decorate that. But then it was like, what am I going to do with that? Don't know yet, but I'm still going to decorate it. See, that's better. So when I go around the edges, that makes it look, again, not as boxy. It just gives it that really nice finish. I'm loving the washi tape. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. I think that's absolutely beautiful. That's what it's called. Tilson. Yeah, because it's not tinsel, is it? It's really... Is that the one? Is that the cadence one that you're on about? It's well cool. I really want to put some of that on, but I'm not getting that out tonight because I know I'll get in a mess. What I might do, however, is just put... I'm dying to put some little gold bits, but not that. Should I put some gold bits on or not? Maybe I should put... Oh, I tell you what I'll do. Just before I go. Oh, I've no gold in these. I could have sworn I've got... Oh, yes, I have. Yay, I've got gold. And I was going to put waxes. But do you know what? In this craft room, I haven't got any wax. Isn't that bizarre? But anyway, so I'm going to use... So I've got my medium for pigments. Oh, but I can't open it. I'm not going to use this because I didn't plan this. So I always need to with this. And this is because I'm really naughty. Because I don't clean it properly. So then I have a gluey rim. So then it just sticks, which is really, really annoying. Let me just... Can you give me the link again? I searched the website. Oh, sorry. There we go. So now what she's saying, Eileen, is they're just on the home page. So, but I've missed all the... No, even warming it up with the heat gun don't work. I'm going to have to wait for that one, aren't I? That's for another day. Oh, I really wanted to use that as well. These are like, they're like micas, but look at them. Oh, they are so yummy. But I do need the medium for them because the gel medium isn't loose enough. Maybe I could use grab and go. Oh, I'm faffing, aren't I, folks? Sorry, you've lost me to faff. It's because I want to put something shiny on. But I'm just faffing going out. I'm not going to faff. I'm going to leave it there because it's really late. And I'm just going to faff about wanting to do finishing touches. Whereas actually, if I just... Oh, shall I do some dots? She's off. She's off looking for gold paint. Oh, hold on. I have some gold paint. It's not going to be as good as I wanted it to be. But it is gold paint. So let's just get some gold paint. Because I just want to do some dots. That's all. Just want to do some dots. That's it. That's it. Now I'm happy. I just wanted... some nice gold dots. all I needed to make me happy, nice gold dots. So just do a few dots here and there. You know this is going to become ridiculous. You know I'm going to have thousands of dots on here, don't you? And you know as well, because it's late, I were going to cook something really nice, and now it'll be just as soup, won't it? Because it's late. There we go, little dots. Oh, that makes me happier. There we go, loads of lovely little gold dots. And it wanted something shiny, I think. Now, if I was faffing, or, you know, if I was going to finish this tonight, I'd probably do gold dots around the side as well, just to tie it in. But because I'm not going to actually finish it, I'm just going to kind of leave it here. I'll finish my dots until I run out of paint. I'll gold dot until I run out of paint. There we go, what's everyone saying? I loved all the messages today. There's been tons, thank you ever so much. I hope you've enjoyed it. I really, really look forward to seeing what you do with your panels. So please share. If you've not already joined our Art Inspirations Creations group, then please look it up. It is on Facebook, of course. So please come and join us. Art Inspirations Creations. If you have only just found us, then hi, it's lovely to have your company. My name's Leona, and yeah, I'm the co-owner of Art Inspirations with our Mandy. If you've been following us for yonks, hiya. There we go, I'm happy. I love it. I'm just going to put a few gold dots on, and before you know it, it's absolutely covered in gold dots. But that makes me proper happy. There you go, gang. That, apart from that bit that's really irritating me, is that. How cool is that? What a good way of upcycling a box. And do you know what? I mean, if you wanted that raised, you could always put wadding under that as well and actually have it padded. So then it would look really cool as well. There's so much you can do with it. And I just think that washi on the side looks tremendous. I'm definitely putting washi around the edges, no doubt about it. I was going to say I'll finish this tonight and put a photo. That's a lie. I'm not going to do that. I'm going home for my tea. But thank you ever so much, everybody. It's been really lovely. I'm cleaning. It's been really lovely having your company this evening. Thank you. As Armand has said, our lovely panels. If you want to have a look at the different choices, because we have got your choices, your panels. Shall I run through those again, just in case? Just so you know what you're getting. Let me put that under there. Let me make sure that's clean. Yes, it is. Shall I do that again? Yeah, go on. I better add. So, let me spin you. So, if you're going for all of them, if you go for the big bundle, that's all 12, you're going to get Yappy for free. Okay, now the big bundle, it has got a discount. It should normally be like 50 quid or something, but it's actually £40. But there is 12 panels there, but you'll get 13 because that one will be free. But then you've got choices. So we've got, have I forgotten? What have you forgotten? What have you forgotten is the little dragon, the little monster, and what else came in that? And the snail, which is the one that's drying over there. Shall we see how it's looking? That's, I nearly forgot. That's what I've forgotten. That's that bundle. Okay, so if you do want to get hold of that bundle, all the bundles have got your discount tonight. So you're saving £2.50 on all the bundles. So they're just a tenner tonight for your bundle of 3. Okay, so that's your first little bundle. The second little bundle that we've got are the noisy monsters. He's screaming, but it's okay, he's in a jar so you can't hear him. That one's playing the guitar. Love him. Look at his little face. And then he is happy. He's absolutely screaming. Come on, that's the one for your trousers, isn't it? So there are noisy little monsters. Our next ones are our friends. which I love these two. They're still one of my favourites ever. So that one, it comes in the Friends bundle, as does, look at him, I love him, as does our little dragon, and then, oh, look, Hug in a Jar. So that's our little Friend bundle. And then last but by no means least, we have got our Smile. So he's adorable, absolutely adorable. That one, I can imagine that all stitched and maybe with a little crown on or something. Oh, that's one of my favourites. I love him. And he's just so sweet. And then last but by no means least in Smile is Sweet Cheeks. What, Sweet Cheeks? What? Fabulous. Innie lovely. How can you not love Sweet Cheeks? Right, Sweet Cheeks. That's the lot. That's the full bundle, everybody. I'm trying to switch cameras. There we go. Thank you, everybody. It's been lovely to have your company yet again. Please make sure you do join our little group if you're not already, and share what you've created. And even if you haven't got any of our stuff, even if you're not sharing what what you're creating, then it's really nice to join just for the inspiration, because everyone's so talented and it's lovely to get ideas, isn't it? So yeah, join Art Inspirations Creations. I'll be back on the telly on Create and Craft on Tuesday, because we've got Dream Day, so some people are coming in for some crafty fun in the morning, and then in the evening we've got a one-day special. And I think, now, I can't remember if it's Dina Waitley or Diane Reevely, but it's one of them. So it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I haven't seen the product yet. That's Tuesday. I haven't seen the product yet. So that'll be fun. And then Wednesday's super busy. We've got amazing new stamps from Stampanore, from our Erica. Have you seen them? Oh my gosh, they're well cool. I've also got Let Loose, which is Lessia. And then obviously the rest of the one-day special shows. So that's busy. Thursday, we've got Reeves, which is exciting, watercolour paints and acrylic paints. I'm really looking forward to that. And then Friday, I'm doing something Friday as well. What was Friday? Can't remember. I can't remember Friday. Oh, I'm actually working on presenting Friday. How can I forget that? It's 12-hour shift. So yeah, presented on Friday as well. So it's a busy all week, isn't it? So yeah, thank you ever so much, everybody. I'm really pleased you enjoyed it. It's been a lovely evening. I get right chilled out. Thank you so much, and I will see you through the week, no doubt. You take care, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much. Bye bye, and thanks, Mandy. I'll say thumbs up.